Do you want to come up and say hi? Yeah? No? Okay. You can wait. Hey, kia ora. Helen Brahms here, coming live from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you're having a super fantastic, sparkling day. Um, Welcome to Before the Dirt Nap podcast number 1130. Yes. It has been an incredible day. I'm sorry, I'm looking very worn and ragged. Let's just straighten up the hair here a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So the reason I look so bad is because I'm ready to take Zeffy for a walk. She's sort of like been very insistent that we go for a walk, and then I'm like, but I got to do my show. So I said, I'll tell you what, we'll get ready to go. And the moment the show's done, we're out the door. So she's got her harness on. I've got my shoes on. I've got my cap on. Got my earpiece on. Got my pouch on with my phone. We're ready to rock and roll. But today we are talking. Oh, my notes are gone. Hang on. I've got to open up my notes again. So today has been a day of networking fun. I have had a lot of calls today. In fact, all the calls I have had today have been amazing. And why do I network? Because you never know who could use your assistance. You never know who you can help get to the next thing that they want to get to, help them achieve a goal. Yes, come here, sweetie girl. Come on. No. You never know who you can introduce somebody to that will help them get to the next level. So it's always good to know who is in your network. And I've had the fortunate of meeting some new people lately. And I thought, well, I want to get to know these people a little better. So I did. There was some all of my conversations today were awesome. I learned new things about different things, even got a couple booked to come on our podcast. So you'll be hearing from one of them on Tuesday. Uh, but it has been, and she is awesome. Um, we were, yeah, there were some of the calls we were all over. Some of them we were on point and very methodical. Other ones we were all over the place. It was a fun day of almost back to back calls, but I did have little breaks in between each one, so I was able to get up, walk around, stretch the legs, fill the water, check on Zeffy. And between one of the gaps, I did have to take Zeffy for a walk, drink lots, keep the vocal cords lubricated. But it was a great day of networking, and when you network, it's fine. The idea when I go networking is I find out what the other person does. I try to make it more about them than about me. It doesn't always work that way, but we try. I feel like my head's on crooked. Oh, is that a little better? Yeah, it looks better. Zeffy's got a huff now. She did get to go for a walk between one of the calls. Um, yeah, so it was a great day. So I wanted to get to know more about people, and I have got notes up the wazoo about some of the things these people do, some of the awesomeness that they do. There may be even a couple in there that I might hire, or I might have an adventure with them, or yeah, it was a great day. But unless you put yourself out there and you do these one-to-one meetings, then because with these one-to-one meetings, you're building that know, like, and trust factor, and it's just been it's a fun day. Yes, it is tiring. Yes, I did go take a nap, and then Zeffy decided after I'd been asleep for like 5 minutes that she was going to sit and say, "Come on, let's get moving. Come on, come here, come here, come on. Okay, you want to come and tap her with the foot? Come on, what's this? What's this?" She's like, "No." I held this up earlier, and she came and jumped up next to me to see what it was. I guess I've worn out that one now. What else can I tempt her up here with? Hmm. Come on, come see what this is. Come on. Nope. Okay. Um, but yeah, so when you're networking, you're there to find out more about the other person and what it is they do and how you can best support them. And that's one thing that I love about networking. I got away from it for a little bit, but man, I am back. I've actually, with my schedule the way it is right now, Saturdays is really the only time I have to talk to people, unless I've got a mastermind meeting or a networking riches on. But that reminds me, yes. So in the description below is an invitation to come join us at Networking Riches on September 21st and 22nd. It is a Wednesday, Thursday. This is the second time that we are doing it midweek, and it's going to be amazing. But the cool part about Networking Riches is that it helps you understand the networking process, from what do you do before you go to a networking event, what do you do at the networking event, what do you do before you get to the networking event, what do you do once you get to the networking event, during the event, and after the event. And there is a systematic process that you can do, and it is worth coming along to have a look. If you want to come as my guest, please use the link that's in the description below in this video, and you'll get to come as my guest. But it is going to be amazing because they do a great job. It's a 2-day event. We go from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the first day, and like 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the second day. And that's Pacific times. So for you guys on the East Coast, it'll be 11 to 5 and 11 to 4 on the next day. For the East Coasters. The rest of you, you're going to have to figure out the time in between. Sorry. But it is 2 days packed full of information. Some of the comments that we got last time was like, some people said that they had spent a lot of money on other networking events, coaching, that sort of stuff, and they learned more in the 2 days that they were with us than they did in some other program. And I'm just like, oh, okay. So I already know it's a great program. I've been coming to this program for 8 years. I have only missed 2.5, and the half was when it was August of 2017, when I was sitting next to Brad's bedside, and I was sitting at my little table I had set up with my laptop sitting on top of it, and I just had to shut off the microphone and the camera every time a doctor or nurse came in. And but apart from that, I've been to all except for, and the other 2, I was traveling. I think one I was in New Zealand. I may have been in New Zealand for one of them. I think it was at my brother's wedding on one of them. So I had good excuses for not being there. Actually, no, he got married the year before Networking Riches started. Yes, that wasn't that one. But there was a couple of times we were traveling that I couldn't attend, and then there was this one where Brad was in hospital, and so I just attended half. But it's, there is an approach to how you do networking to make it profitable. And the way you make it profitable is by learning what others do and how you can best support them. Because if you can, as Zig Ziglar, who says that if you help enough people get what they want, then you will get what you want. But you have to do it from the heart. You have to be, you don't just do it like, well, if I help them, I'll be fine. No. It has to be sincere. If you are sincerely interested in others, and you sincerely want to help others, and you give them referrals, and there's all these other things that you can do as well, promote them, give them referrals, keep in contact with them in one way or another, and you mean it sincerely, then it will come back to you. My goal when I go to a networking event is like in person. My goal is to get in there, meet certain people when I'm there, because the system shows you which people you should meet when you're at an event. So meet certain people when I'm there, and those who I meet randomly, the goal is to get in and out with nobody knowing what it is I do. You're probably thinking, how do you do that? Come to Networking Riches and you'll find out. Because, when you're networking, it's all about the other person. What can you do to help them get what they need? Who do you know that can help them get what they need? And this is why I like to build networks and have strong networks. And I've got some really great friends who have really good networks, and some of them hold networking events, which I am trying to find time in my calendar to get to, because I sincerely want to go to those events, because I want to help more people. And I can't help people if I'm not at networking events. So I'm trying to get to these networking events. I have to free up time in my calendar, so I am working on that. But today, being able to do these one-to-ones that I had today was awesome. I have so missed doing one-to-ones, and I've got a couple lined up during the week. I've got a couple lined up for next weekend already, and and I'm just excited every time I look at my calendar and I see those networking appointments, those one-to-one networking appointments, and I'm just like, oh, I get to meet somebody new today. Or if it's somebody I'm reconnecting with, it's like, yay, I get to talk to so-and-so today. I love them. I love them. How do you do with networking events? So what are your favorite? So I've got a question in the comments below. What are your favorite things about networking? My favorite things is I get to meet new people. Um, I get to hang out with really cool people because there's a lot of cool people at networking events. And then when I get to do the one-to-ones, which I absolutely love doing one-to-ones, I get to meet new people. I get to learn new things. I learned a whole bunch of stuff today that I didn't even know about, which was really, I learned some terminology I didn't know. Yeah, in a minute, sweetie girl. I learned different techniques I didn't know about. I just had a great day of learning. And my day of learning was learning what it is the other person did, what makes them stand out from their competition, learning about who they are as a person. We learned about some of the personal lives about people. It was just, it was a lot of fun. It really was. Yes, I was exhausted at the end of it because it's been a long time since I have sat at a computer and just talked with people. It's been a long time since I've done that. It's been a long time since I've done one-to-ones in public with people as well. But I'm looking forward to the next networking riches, so I can get in there and meet more people. And the people I all met with today, I met at the last networking riches in August. And I have to tell you, there are some sharp people out there. There are some amazing business people out there. And one of them was saying, well, since I went to this networking riches, this is what's happened, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, wow. And then she mentioned something, and I was like, hang on, did you say this? She went, yeah. I says, do you realize what that means? And she's like, no. I said, so this is what this means. And she's like, oh, really? So we had some very interesting conversations today. But when was the last time you did one-to-ones with people? What sort of people do you do ones-to-ones with? What are some of your favorite things about networking events? And getting out there, putting yourself out there, networking with other people. Are you somebody who goes in and just hands out business cards to people when you're in person? Are you somebody that when you're in the networking event, all you're there to do is just put your information into the chat as often as you can and spam everybody with your information? That is not the way to network. When you are at a networking event, you only put your information in the chat when you are invited. Sorry, I just got buzzed by I don't know what. When you get invited to do so by the person who is hosting the event. So there are some very big do's and don'ts. And that does not mean, because they haven't said that you can't, they haven't invited you to put information in the chat, that does not mean that you go and private message people and start spamming them that way either. That is a big no. When it comes to in-person networking events, I do not carry business cards with me. I don't. If people want to contact me, then we will find ways for them to do that. I will get them on the calendar, and then we will exchange it, and they will get my information that way. But anyway, I have a dog that needs to go for a walk, but come join us. And just remember, when you go to a networking event, it's not about you. It is about the other person, the person you are meeting with. Get them in your calendar. Spend time with them one-to-one outside of the networking event so you can get to know them better. You get to know more about what it is they do. You get to know more about what it is that makes them unique from their competition. They may even be the only person that you've ever heard of that does whatever it is that they do. And that's a great opportunity for you to get to know people. And when you're sitting there and you're listening to what other people do, and you're listening to them talk about some of the things they do and why they do what they do, what their passion is and that sort of thing, it is amazing what happens in your own brain. You start thinking, oh, and I just start writing down names. I start writing down names of people that that I may be able to refer to them. But I don't just blindly go and refer people. I go and I talk back with the people that I want to refer. Say, hey, I met a person who does da 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 da. I think that'd be a good fit for you. Is it okay if I introduce you? So, there is techniques that you can use to make a networking event more successful. If you want to know more tips, come join us at Networking Riches. The link, have to network, is in the description down below. So go click on that, register today. It is September 21st and 22nd. It's a Wednesday, Thursday. Come along, have a great time, and enjoy getting to meet other people. And right now, I got to go walk a dog. So go have a super fantastic, sparkling evening. And we'll catch you guys back here tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Hei konera.